"White men built our city, and white men will save our city." The banner was immediately taken down, but not before people spotted it on the highway. Decatur City Council President Jacob Ladner immediately responded to the banner on social media, said that he hopes that those responsible for the banner could be prosecuted for their action.
If we can prosecute, I'm all for it, but people that have those beliefs are the worst people on the planet.
Just before the start of the meeting on Monday, more anti-Semitic messages were found by passersby. This one was written on the wall on the Highway 20 railroad overpass. A group of people who live in Decatur joined Councilman Billy Jackson to paint over the message. Jackson, speaking by phone on Monday night, said that the lack of immediate response by Mayor Tab Bowling allows the existence of white supremacy in the city. However, on Tuesday, Bowling responded in a statement about the hate messages to News 19, saying in part, "There's no room in Decatur for bigotry. As mayor, I would not stand by and allow this type of behavior or allow others to taint our city by doing such things. This is not Decatur. We are better than this."
As Black people, we are all too familiar with the overt and blatant acts of racism that have plagued our history and continue to affect our lives. However, it is crucial to also recognize and confront the more insidious, hidden forms of racism that exist within our own government. This hidden racism, while less visible, operates in ways that deeply affect our lives and perpetuate systemic inequality. The government, in its many forms, plays a central role in shaping the policies and systems that govern our daily lives. From law enforcement practices to educational funding and healthcare access, government decisions have profound impacts on our communities. Yet, beneath the surface of seemingly neutral policies, there often lies a foundation of hidden racism that perpetuates disparities and reinforces inequality. One of the most glaring examples of hidden racism is found in the criminal justice system. Policies and practices, such as the war on drugs and mandatory minimum sentencing, have disproportionately targeted Black communities. While these policies are often justified under the guise of maintaining public safety, their implementation has led to mass incarceration and the over-policing of Black neighborhoods. This is not a coincidence, but a reflection of deeper systemic biases that manifest in government actions. Education is another area where hidden racism persists. School funding is largely dependent on local taxes, which means that schools in predominantly Black and low-income neighborhoods receive less funding compared to those in wealthier, predominantly white areas. This disparity in funding affects everything from the quality of facilities to the availability of resources, perpetuating a cycle of educational inequity that limits opportunities for Black students. Healthcare disparities are similarly entrenched in hidden forms of racism. Studies have shown that Black individuals often receive lower quality care compared to their white counterparts, a disparity exacerbated by socioeconomic factors and systemic biases within the healthcare system. Government policies and funding decisions, while ostensibly neutral, can reinforce these inequities by failing to address the root causes of disparity or by inadequately supporting Black communities' healthcare needs. Economic policies also reveal the undercurrents of hidden racism. The history of discriminatory practices such as redlining, which denied Black individuals access to home loans and property ownership, has long-term effects that continue to impact wealth accumulation and economic stability. Despite progress in some areas, the lingering effects of these policies highlight the ongoing influence of hidden racism in shaping economic opportunities. Confronting these issues requires a vigilant and informed approach. It is not enough to acknowledge these problems. We must actively engage in efforts to address and dismantle them. This includes advocating for policy changes, holding government officials accountable, and working to ensure that our voices are heard in the decision-making processes that affect our lives. Awareness of hidden racism in our government is not just about recognizing injustices, but about taking action to rectify them. By understanding how these subtle forms of racism operate, we can more effectively challenge and change the systems that perpetuate inequality. It is through this vigilance and advocacy that we can work towards a fairer, more just society for all. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. Sending love to each one of you. Feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts on the topic.